Ladies and gentlemen, and a dialogue. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you. Welcome back to the 4th episode of the Hi-Fi Show. Now, the last episode, which I think was one of the most interesting of all, didn't have that much attention. And maybe because the thumbnails are very similar. So keep your eyes open and check the last one because it was very, very cool. Apart from that, as you know, if you want to participate, you just have to send your video in 4K, clearly horizontal. It shouldn't be longer than 4 or 5 minutes at this URL, okay? I have a dedicated spot on WeTransfer. So use that big space I have, the 4K. You can use that, no problem, even if it's huge. I prefer that. If you don't have 4K or you just prefer not to do that, even full HD, meaning 1080p, is also good, no problem. And you have to speak, comment, recount, tell us what we're looking, some specs, some story. We like to know what's the background, the backstage of your system. Okay, guys? Okay, and remember that you also have the tracks for download to, if you want to show your system when it's going, when it's communicating, when it's playing music. There are special tracks copyright free here for you in the video description here below, okay? Finally, let's start our first video. As you know, true reaction. I have not seen any of these. I just put them in the folder, okay? Let's go now.
Hi, this is Steven from Germany. This is my home cinema now combined with my stereo rig. I have this, I would say, for 1.5 years now. Totally happy what the rig is doing with movies or with stereo playback. These are the FR30 from PS Audio. They were brand new when I bought them. Completely new in Germany back then. Everything is driven by the Jeff Rowland power amp, stereo power amp 625 S2. Amazing piece, amazing. Preamp would be the Jeff Rowland Capri S2 SG with the phono module inside, so that I can put on my turntable from Clear Audio. That's the Ovation and the tracer arm, and the heart of this thing would be the Goldfinger cartridge, the external power supply. As for the manufacturer, the Ovation would still be okay to handle what the Goldfinger is bringing to him, so I took them by their words and didn't buy a much more expensive bass. The Ovation is okay. So the digital chain would be Playback Designs. This is the MPT8. It's a CD, SA CD, and a streamer. It is connected via fiber cable, their own port, to their DAC. This would be the MPD8. Absolutely amazing, beautiful piece. They work perfectly together. And everything is connected to the PS Audio Power Plant 20. Also totally happy with that piece. The center speaker, the Ghost speaker, really improved after I put this thing into the chain. Everything got much more clearer, and the singer, most of the time the singer was widened up. That's the effect I can explain what this piece did. So the question would be, what sounds better? The turntable with this great Goldfinger cartridge, or the Playback Designs? It's hard to tell. To me, if I have records with many silent parts in it, like Pink Floyd often does it, or Dire Straits, I'm really more than happy with the CD, SACD, or from Cobus. The playback designs really is amazing. On the other hand, if I have the chance and getting a really almost perfect vinyl record, then I'm so happy with that. I wouldn't want to miss all the records I bought over this last year. If the record is perfect, the cartridge, the Goldfinger, can totally shine, but only then. And then I'm most happy with vinyl. And I would say I love the turntable a little bit more as the digital chain, even though it's more than amazing.
Okay, fabulous. Very, very nice system. The analog and the digital part. Wow, top notch. So, you didn't speak a little bit about those speakers. I'm interested about those PS Audio speakers. Fantastic Jeff Rowland stuff. Wow. I've noticed next to the preamp that you have a switch, if I don't go wrong, and that is very low quality. Try and get a quality switch. It's important. Since you have such amazing stuff, I highly recommend to get a quality switch. I did a video on how to increase the number of inputs with some high quality suggestions, just some ideas. Here is a link. If you're interested, all the links I mentioned clearly are always below in the video description. Incredible. What else? The Goldfinger. Wow. I mean, I think that alone is worth all the rest. Incredible setup. Beautiful. I like the fact that you also curated, paid attention to the power, with the power plant, the PS Audio power plant. Great stuff. I like the environment. I like the Darth Vader. Fantastic. Great stuff, guys. Let's proceed to the second video.
Ciao, Guido. Salute dall'America. Hey, I have been an audio enthusiast for the last 50 years, but since 1984, every upgrade I have made to my system has been to make this concert video sound as good as possible. As you know, I can't play a clip, of course, but this is easily the best sounding Blu-ray I have ever heard. So, the heart of the system, Marantz AV10 Pre-Pro. For amplification, an Emotiva UPA 700, along with an Emotiva XPA5. There's a Monster Cable HDS 3600 power conditioner. Just for fun, a couple of BDS spectrum analyzers. My Nakamichi DR1 cassette deck. Also for amusement, my Sony SLV 775 HF VCR. A Tascam CDRW 900 Mark II CD recorder. The turntable is a Technics SL1210GR with an Audio-Technica AT150 MLX moving magnet cartridge. Even though the AV10 has a capable phono amp, I'm instead using a Shit Manny 2 for that purpose. The Denon DCD 3000 CD player. This is an excellent player for CDs mastered in analog. Number of streamers. My Oppo UDP 205 Blu-ray player. The SVS SB 4000 subwoofer. For the mains, Martin Logan XDF 100 speakers with a Martin Logan C100 center channel. The television is a Sony XBR 75S 940D. And for surrounds, a pair of Martin Logan Motion FXs and a Klipsch Dolby Atmos array in the ceiling. So I do not, I don't have any room treatments, and instead rely on the Odyssey built into the AV10. So that's it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Great little setup there. A lot of stuff, actually. Big rig. I like the fact that you built, as you said, everything around that Blu-ray disc, which obviously as soon as this episode is done, I'm going to buy on Amazon. You got me curious. Even though I'm not a great fan of multi-channel, I don't have surround. I tried in the past before the channel, but it just didn't catch me. But I perfectly understand, no problem. And especially when it's done on purpose, I like that even more. So no problem there. Fantastic. I like it a lot. I like the little setup that you have done for the Dolby Atmos. That's the first one on this series, we could say. That was missing. Usually people have surround, but Atmos is really something. I would be curious actually to listen to that. And what else? Very nice. Great Martin Logan setup, all the different parts. Also the digital parts, let's say the Denon, the Oppo, the Sony, a lot of stuff. Congratulations. Let's proceed now to our third video. Here we go.
Hello Guido, I'd like to share my system with you and your viewers. I have a lovely cat that has previously destroyed a cartridge, so everything hasn't had to be built in. My speakers are BMW 800D3s, and what I really like about them is they are on casters, so I can easily maneuver them in and out as I am in a flat. Space is a bit of a premium, so it's nice to be able to position them for listening sessions. Behind the TV I have a NAS that runs Roon for my digital music, and below that there's a PS Audio P15 power plant, which I can't get to because, well, I've got loads of records, or some records in here, and it's just too heavy to move, so you'll have to trust me on that one. And now if we come to the actual system, it all starts with a Verter turntable. It's an MG1 with a Verter Mr. cartridge and the tone arm. I don't know why I chose it. I just liked it, and my dealer had it on demo, so I got it from them. There is AC infinity fan to cool everything off to make sure components don't overheat. I have a Luxman EQ 500, which got some lovely analog needles, which really help. Everything is isolated through isoacoustics, or most of the things are. I've got PS Audio BHK preamp and DAC, and the PS Audio BHK 250 amp, and well, I just really like the sound of those. I tried using Rode Alpha amplification and some receivers, but yeah, I really like the PS Audio. Some Focal headphones, which I don't really use all that often because I really like the sound of the speakers. And lastly, I have a lovely Degrito cleaning machine, which really helps with my vinyl records and make sure they're nice and silent. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.
Very, very nice. I like this little cozy spot you created. Very, very nice. Congratulations. And you've optimized with the loudspeaker. Cool. That would It's going to be helpful for someone. Just make sure they're nice and firm when you listen. That is fundamental. Also, another recommendation, make sure that that fan clearly is not creating some vibrations for the turntable. I'm sure you thought about this. I saw you had spikes and things like that. You never know. Try testing with a microphone if there's something is picking up, if there are some vibrations. Apart from that, great setup. Clearly, I like the BMWs. No question there. All the PS audio setup, a lot of stuff, great stuff. The Werther turntable, very nice. I love that phono preamp, which is actually maybe going to appear on this channel. Oh, the cat, of course. Okay, guys, let's proceed to our fourth video now.
Hi all, this is Heiner from Trash, Germany, and I'd love to present my budget stereo system. And first of all, you see Heiko speakers. These are Heiko's Music Style 200. The speaker stands are half self-crafted. The Apollo stands are found in the bulk waste, and the lower stand I crafted from cardboard, filled it with quartz sand, and now they are in perfect position. Another cardboard project was the display for my records. This is all made from cardboard, and it's sturdy, and it shows my favorite records. And now we see my turntable. It is a JVC QL-A51. I use the original cartridge, but I also bought the elliptical conus. It plays very well, and well, it does its job. Here we have my receiver. Well, I don't use the tuner section because I have a better tuner, but the phono section is quite enjoyable. The rest is just as good. It's a Yamaha RX 396 RDS. And now here's a tuner. It's a Hitachi FT 5500 MK2. It also provides a record tone calibration. Very, very useful. And I like this. And here you see how much dBs I can reach. Very enjoyable. Here's my favorite deck. It's a Telefunken RC200. It provides my favorite noise reduction system, HiCom, and it also plays Type 3 cassettes. Very nice, very sturdy, and very shiny. And if I want to stop the tape, I just press here, or I press stop. I can take it out like this. Very easy. Sounds pretty nice. Overall types up to 20k hertz. Very nice. My best technical tape deck is a Pioneer CT737 Mark II. It's very nice. And here I have a Uher UCT 235C. I found it in the local flea market for 15 euros. The CD player is a simple Yamaha CDX 490. Does its job. What I built here from cardboard, I crafted from cardboard. It's a holder for my headphones. I also crafted from cardboard another item. This is my racket weight. It's cardboard filled with quartz and that's it. It's a very enjoyable system. It was cheap because I bought all these components used. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's cool to see when people try to assemble things, tweak, tune with their own hands. I always adore that. And you did a great job to assemble this nice little system with all the little parts and finding these special finds that you did in the shops and things like that. Great job. I love all the decks you have. Cool. I like the Telefunken. Great pioneer there. Seems you're not missing anything. Good job. Congratulations. Let's proceed now to our last video, starting now.
Hi Guido, hi guys. I'm Felix from Hanover and this is my actual living room setup. I have an Onkyo stereo network receiver, which I like a lot because the network functions are really handy. I can start it up and shut it down via an app, and I have a Spotify connection, and also I can stream FLAC files from an external hard drive to it. It has also a built-in phono preamp, which is why I bought it too, but I had to figure out that the internal phono preamp doesn't do the job very well. It rolls high frequency off very quickly at 12 kilohertz or something. So I got an external phono preamp, and this is a Project Phonobox S2, which is brilliant in terms of value for money. It has a built-in switchable subsonic filter as well, and I'm using this vintage Sony direct drive turntable because it is fully automatic, and I love fully automatic turntables. I upgraded the stylus to a microline stylus from Audio-Technica, because before, when I used elliptical stylus cartridges, for me it was always a pain or a problem that the high frequency resolution on the inner tracks, where the groove speed is not so high, just bothered me. For example, S in voices was distorted, or symbols. Now with this microline stylus, these problems are completely gone, and this is really, Guido, you made a video about stylus types. This is one of the best upgrades I could ever do to my system, and I'm quite happy about that. What else have I got? A Technics RS-AZ7 3-head tape deck, which I mainly use for playing back tapes, which I recorded on my Revox deck, which is in the basement. Really great sounding deck here, this Technics. A standard Technics SLPG5 CD player, which feeds the Onkyo through an optical connection. And then I have this Revox A77 2-track version, and I had 4-track decks before, and 2-track beats 4-track in terms of signal to noise ratio, definitely. And even at on the low speed at 9.5 centimeters per second, this machine sounds as good as on 19 centimeters per second. So because the prices for new tapes went up. This is really, in terms of value for money, it is just great, really great. Yeah, and then I have these speakers. They are DIY speakers. Yeah, from the construction is from a guy called Don High-End, D-O-N High-End, and the model is called Tricky, and it is a tapped quarter wave tube construction with low budget components. Please type this on Google if you're interested in it. Great speakers for the money, and they fit to this bookshelf in terms of the color, which is, my wife is quite happy about that, and I'm too. Thanks for your attention and have a nice day.
Great, fantastic. Thanks for this little tour. Once again, a nice little system that you have put love in it. You can just sense it, how you assembled it, all the different parts, the different types of media, the cassette, the digital part, the vinyl, the reel-to-reel. There's a little bit of everything, and you pay attention to the sibilants, to the frequencies. Cool. I hope that also comes from the channel, because I feel proud of this, and I'm happy to see this feedback, what happens behind the walls, behind the screen. So very, very cool. Thanks for sharing all of that. Interesting speakers. And I must admit that I have a soft spot for Technics. Those stuff, the CD player and the cassette player they're always of high quality. Practically almost every model is just done the correct way. Great. Okay, guys, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again for watching, and remember that music is born analog. Ciao, Ali, ciao!
Well, guys, if you're enjoying my videos and you're enjoying my channel, please consider to subscribe by clicking the black and white logo here below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode and you will become a true member of the analog community.